Sweden just made a big discovery. The Scandinavian nation is not only getting rich, but it's also changing the game for Europe's rare earth metals. Join us as we find out how Sweden's economy is set to revolutionize a continent and why Europe's dependency on China might be coming to an end. Beyond the forest lakes and political buzz, Sweden is one of Europe's major mining players. On January 12, 2022, Sweden revealed Europe's largest deposit of rare earth metals, a discovery that could be as significant as oil and gas. This deposit contains over 1 million tons of rare earth oxides, part of a series of finds in countries like Finland, Greece, and even Spain. Rare earth metals are special minerals with unique properties like magnetic, luminescent, and electrochemical attributes. They include lanthanum and neodymium, used in car manufacturing, and yttrium, essential for making semiconductors and certain pharmaceuticals. Now, you might wonder, why Sweden? Why is this Swedish discovery so significant when other countries have these minerals too? Well, it's not just about the vastness of the deposit. There are other reasons, unrelated to mining, that make Sweden's role in this story critical. Sweden's history with mining goes back thousands of years. It's a sector with deep roots that have evolved over 6 millennia. For instance, the Fallen mine, though no longer active, supplied immense quantities of copper for nearly 1,000 years, from the 10th century until 1992. This mine was so influential that for centuries, Sweden held a virtual monopoly on copper production worldwide. The ties between Sweden and mining have always been strong. Over the years, Swedish companies have developed some of the world's most advanced and environmentally friendly mining technologies. Consider iron ore extraction, which in Sweden has an environmental impact only 1/3 to 1/4 of that in less developed nations. This is because of Sweden's commitment to sustainable and eco-friendly practices. In present-day Sweden, there are 12 major mines in operation, primarily located in the northern part of the country. These mines are dedicated to the extraction of various metals, including iron, lead, zinc, gold, silver, and copper. In fact, Sweden has been Europe's primary iron supplier since the 18th century and currently produces over 90% of all iron within the European Union. It also contributes significantly to the lead, zinc, gold, silver, and copper markets. Now that we've uncovered the fascinating history of mining in Sweden and the nation's commitment to sustainable practices, it's time to reveal the deeper significance of Sweden's newfound rare earth metal deposit. Rare earth metals are a group of essential elements with unique properties that make them crucial in various industries. These minerals are used in everyday items, from cars and electronics to healthcare products. They're the unsung heroes that power our modern world. But there's a problem. Most of these metals come from places with tricky politics, making the supply chain unstable. Relying on just a few suppliers can lead to shortages and price troubles. In Europe, this reliance on others is a big worry. It can slow down progress in industries and tech. But here's where Sweden shines. It's found a huge stash of these metals in Europe. This is a big deal because these metals are the magic behind electric cars, wind turbines, and all our fancy gadgets. Having a local supply means more innovation and a stronger economy. The significance of this discovery extends far beyond Sweden and Europe. It's a global game changer. As the world seeks to transition to cleaner energy and technology, the supply of rare earth metals becomes even more crucial. Sweden's deposit of these vital minerals can help in this transition, contributing to a more sustainable and technologically advanced world. In Sweden, mining isn't just a passing interest. It's a long-standing commitment. It's a sector deeply intertwined with the nation's history and economy, dating back over 6 millennia. The surprising part is that even as environmental concerns and climate change become paramount, Sweden is taking mining seriously. So much so that they're willing to relocate an entire city to keep one of their significant mines operational. Yes, you heard it right. Sweden is planning to move an entire city, Kiruna, so that a large mine can continue its operations. This city is also where the colossal deposit of rare earth metals we mentioned earlier was discovered. Now, let's talk about why Swedish mining is heading for a bright future. It's not just about rare metals, there's more to it. In recent years, Sweden found large amounts of important stuff, and these discoveries are super important for our future, especially when governments all over are switching to clean energy and new ways to move around. For instance, on January 25th, 2022, United Lithium found 2 new spots with lots of lithium in Sweden. This is right between the rare metal discovery in Kiruna and the new lithium find. Sweden's special spot could make it one of the most important countries in Europe. Why does this all matter? Well, rare metals and lithium are crucial for making electric cars, wind turbines, and lots of gadgets. In fact, experts say these minerals are even more important for our future than gas or oil. For example, it takes an astonishing 235 tons of steel, 4.7 tons of copper, 1,200 tons of concrete, 3 tons of aluminum, and 2 tons of rare earth elements to produce just one 3-megawatt wind turbine. Sweden is rich in most of these vital resources. It is Europe's largest producer of iron, the primary material for steel production. It's also a major producer of copper and zinc. With the addition of rare earths and lithium to its mining portfolio, Sweden is sitting on a treasure trove of resources essential for technological development and energy transition. But it's not just about money. It's about safety too. Right now, nearly all of Europe's rare metals come from one place, China. Depending too much on one source can be risky. If there's trouble with China, it can mess up the global supplies. In the past, China stopped sending important stuff like rare metals to Japan, and it caused big problems. In the future, we're going to want more rare metals. By 2030, we'll need 5 times more all over the world. That's because more people will use electric cars, smartphones, and wind turbines. In a world that's going green, these minerals are super important. To stay safe and not rely too much on one place, Europe needs other options. Sweden can help by giving us a different place to get these minerals and keep our supply chain steady. All the signs point to Sweden becoming a vital player in securing raw materials for the green transition. This is fantastic news, not just for Sweden, but for all of Europe. In the past few years, Sweden's social democratic government didn't particularly favor the mining industry. Getting licenses for mining took forever due to lots of paperwork. As a result, people lost interest in investing in Swedish mining. But things are changing now with a new leader, Ulf Kristersson. He's all about reviving mining in Sweden. The new government wants to make it easier for companies to mine, and they're also giving a boost to the state-owned mining company, LKAB, which is a big iron ore producer in Europe. But here's the twist. Sweden is known for green energy, and now they're thinking about adding civil nuclear power to the mix. They're not talking about nuclear weapons, just nuclear power to keep their energy green. Sweden plans to use small modular reactors, SMRs, to do this. They're even changing laws and offering support for SMRs, which used to be just for renewable energy. Sweden is taking it seriously. They're also making sure no future government can shut down the nuclear reactors, so it's a safe investment. All of this is part of the Tito Agreement, where 4 parties came together to support nuclear power. They're even working on new laws to welcome SMRs into the country. Right now, Sweden has 6 nuclear reactors that provide around 31% of their energy. With these changes, they might boost that to nearly 50%. Nuclear power can provide steady energy, unlike renewables, which can be a bit unpredictable. Sweden is getting ready for this shift. 2 companies are already planning to use a new kind of reactor, the BWX-300, which would put Sweden at the forefront of new energy in Europe. Sweden's ambition to become a major player in both mining and nuclear energy reflects its commitment to a diverse and sustainable future. The key questions that remain: will Sweden succeed in revitalizing its mining sector and fulfill its ambitious nuclear plans? The answers lie in the ongoing developments and the dedication of the nation committed to shaping a cleaner and more efficient future. Sweden isn't the only nation utilizing its natural resources to become rich. Click the video on screen now to learn how the Netherlands is secretly becoming rich and powerful using its agricultural resources.